Now, Way 31 Storm Tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, Brittany, all eyes are on the Atlantic right now as we're monitoring Major Hurricane Lee. Now, conditions closer to home are much calmer, but that's still a very much developing story out to our east.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's take a look right now at the continental U.S. What we're seeing is some isolated and scattered pockets of rain all across the mainland. But again, that cone of, now mind you, cone of uncertainty is the name. But take a look at Hurricane Lee, just downgraded to a Category 4, but Category 3, I should say. But take a look at exactly what's going on. A Category 3 at the moment with winds of 115 miles an hour. When we spoke about 3 hours ago, winds were 150 miles an hour. Now what's going to happen is it's going to diminish again, weaken to a Category 2, and then re-strengthen into a Category 3 and 4 yet again. Now it's still tracking towards the eastern coast of the United States, but it's still well too far into the Atlantic and too far away to know exactly how it could impact the continental U.S. A little bit closer to home though, what we're seeing on 31 Triple Doppler at 10:10 p.m. is calm conditions, nothing at all of 115 or 150 miles an hour. That blue-green you're seeing, that's feedback from one of our secondary radars. That is not rain. Decatur's looking beautiful this evening and cloud-free, which is indicative of what we're seeing all across North Alabama and southern Tennessee. 72 degrees at this hour and the slightest hint of a breeze. When you first wake up tomorrow morning, temperatures will yet again be feeling more like fall than feeling like summer. 64 degrees first thing in the morning, and by 9 a.m. we've only made it to that 70-degree mark. The good news is we'll have plenty of sunshine in the morning and afternoon. So whether you're having your morning coffee out on the back porch, taking the dog on an early morning walk, or soaking in Huntsville's best hiking, well, it's a perfect morning to get out and about. Your high temperature for the day will sit at 86 degrees and will remain sunny through the afternoon. However, coming later in the afternoon, that's when we'll have some storms come into the forecast. And tomorrow is Saturday in the South, the best of the best. If you're watching the Bama game, they play Texas at 6. Auburn plays Cal at 9:30 p.m. And if you live east of the corridor and you're having a watch party for either one of those games, you probably want to move that inside. Along the corridor and west, we'll be looking at a mix of clouds and sun, temperatures in the low 80s by the time you start dinner or kickoff for the Alabama game. Here's what you can expect as we head through the rest of your Saturday. Those isolated pockets of thunderstorms developing in the far eastern Sand Mountain area as we head later through the afternoon and into dinner time. By the time we get to about 6, 7 o'clock, we start to see more of those thunderstorms form. But notice our southern counties along the corridor and west are mostly cloud-free in addition to being completely rain-free. So not all of us need to go canceling our plans, but if you do live east of the corridor and you're planning on having evening plans, those should be moved indoors. The good news is by the time we head to bed on Saturday, conditions are dry, the cloud cover is gone, and so is all that rain. Your lunchtime temperature, I should say, on Sunday sitting in the low 80s. Your high temperature at 3 o'clock sitting in the mid 80s. Again, we'll have a nice breeze and low humidity, and conditions will be perfect. We'll keep that on Monday, but then by Tuesday we have another cold front coming into the region. That'll bring thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, but then take a look at midweek. On Wednesday, our high temperatures in the low 80s. On Thursday, when we wake up, we'll be waking up in the 50s. So not to be dramatic, but Brittany,
that's cold.
Merry Christmas.
Exactly. It's just right around the corner.
It is.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here. Well, don't go anywhere because Big Game Friday Nights is coming up right after this break.